one thing that baffles me, everybody is just shouting, oh, I don't want marriage anymore, I'm no longer interested in marriage, I don't want to marry, I just want vibes and all that. But have you ever stopped to think about what exactly is the problem? Where exactly did we get it wrong? What changed all of a sudden? Because before, it used to be a lot of people wanted to get married, many people were looking forward to getting married. But now, it seems like there's a decline in the number of people who are interested or who are looking forward to getting married. And it's a shame, because what exactly went wrong? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond. See you on the other side. So hello beautiful people, welcome back to the Literal Podcast, where we talk about interesting, daring topics that people don't have the audacity to talk about. So today we're going to be continuing from where we stopped last week on the reason why the Gen Z and the Millennials are no longer interested in marriage as it used to be. So today we're going to be talking about the root causes and of course also solutions to the problem. So let's break it down. Why exactly are young people rejecting marriage in this modern day? Number one reason, financial pressure. So financial pressure, it's a major reason why so many young people these days now are no longer interested in getting married. Because unfortunately, there's a decline in economic situation in so many countries. So things seem to be harder. Some people even say, why is it that when they reach our turn to be adults, 19 is gone hard? Unfortunately, that's what we see them. So sadly, so many people are still struggling to find their feet. Many people are still struggling with, trying to keep their head up, trying to gather savings, trying to make a reasonable life for themselves, trying to do something good for themselves, have their own property, different things, have things to their name basically. But in the midst of all that, marriage comes with bills. There is rent, there is family upkeep, there is children's school fees, there is money, there's maintenance for children. Children are high maintenance, they're expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Children are expensive. They come with bills. They don't ask you, mommy, do you have money? Daddy, do you have money? That's your problem. You guys gotta sort it out. So that reality makes a lot of people scared of getting into the married thing because of the bills. Some people say, oh, marriage is too expensive. I've barely even sorted my own life out. I've barely even taken care of myself. Talk more of, adding another person to the problem, or adding another baggage to the problem. So that's a reason why some people haven't gotten married. Some people are interested in getting married, but by the time they think of the financial implication, they're like, oh, I'm not financially ready, I don't have the money, I don't even have money to pay bride price. So some guys say that's the reason why some guys are not getting married. Some people will say, na person wey chop belle full go marry. You cannot really blame them. But if you ask me, rather than sitting down and sulking over the financial pressure and all the financial implication, why not start working hard towards it? Marriage should be a partnership. So it involves two people, coming together to make things work. Two partners. So definitely, two good heads are better than one. So if you think you're struggling financially, if you think things are a bit difficult for you, don't you think that it can actually get better when you have two working parties, ruffling it up together and sharing bills and all that stuff? That's how I see it, because in my opinion, two heads, two working people sharing their bills would definitely be cheaper or easier than one person shouldering their own life bills. So I don't understand the financial, I don't understand, I get it, to be honest. But if you look at it from that angle of, okay, two heads are better than one. If you get a good partner, you guys can actually work things out and even get things done faster for yourselves and make both of you's lives better. So think about it. Number two, fear of divorce. Fear of divorce is another major reason why so many people are no longer interested in getting married, because people are scared of being the next example in the statistic pool. Some people don't want to be part of the, statistics of people or couples who have married and divorced. So because of that, some people don't even want to bother trying. Some people will say, oh, I'd rather just stay single than end up being divorced. And unfortunately, there's a stigma that comes with, divorce, especially back in Africa. So some people don't want to be in that pool. They are scared of, oh, what if the marriage doesn't work? What if it ends up in a divorce? But they forget to think of it from the point of, what if it actually works? Not everybody's marriage will end up in a divorce. So unless, of course, in a case of like, domestic violence and stuff like that, and, very terrible issues and stuff like that, I feel like the couple can actually choose to work things out. If they see it as, this is something we're getting into with no doors, no windows, no escape routes, we die here. Not literally, because, God forbid no one's dying. But if they see it as, we're both in this together, nobody's bailing out, then they will make more efforts, more intentional effort to make sure that it actually works. When you come into a marriage with the mentality that, okay, yes, there's an escape route. Once you come in with an escape route in your head that, okay, if anything goes wrong, or if anything is not making me happy, or it's not working for me, I just bail out, then you have a higher tendency of actually ending up in divorce. But if you see it as, okay, there are no doors, there are no windows, we've got to make this thing work, then of course you put in the work and make more intentional effort towards making it work. That's how it works. So number 3 reason, redefinition of happiness. That's another reason why so many people are no longer interested in getting married. Back in the days, the older generation equated happiness to marriage. They thought, oh, once you get married, you'll be happy. But this younger generation, my dear Gen Z and Millennials, we don't see it that way. For us, happiness is equal to plenty money in your bank account, self-love, traveling and touring the world, and living soft life. Basically, that's our definition of happiness. That's what makes us happy. So unlike the older generation who equated marriage with happiness, this younger generation unfortunately do not do the same. We equate happiness with peace of mind, self-love, a fat bank account, and of course plenty trips around the world. Number 4, trust issues. This is a major root cause of lack of interest in marriage. Trust issues. So many people these days now have trust issues, unlike back in the days where people even marry people that they know nothing about. This modern day, people will literally date somebody forever and still not trust them enough to want to marry them. You might think, oh, that sounds crazy, but unfortunately it's the reality we live in today. Trust issues has become a major problem and a major reason why so many people are no longer interested in getting married, because people don't even trust the next person. Everybody has trust issues. People are doubting the next person. They're like, oh, what if you bail out on me? What if you do something otherwise? What if you cheat? What if you do something wrong? And then because of that, so many people are like, I can't trust anybody with my life that much to marry them, live in the same house with them forever and all that stuff. And because of that, some people are like, well, I'll do my day, I don't need to trust anybody, I trust myself, I stay with myself, and that's it. And with the rise in the whole dating app issues, cheating scandals and all that, that doesn't even help matters, because the more people see all that, the more people develop even worse trust issues. And this has made so many people lose interest in marriage, because they see marriage as a lot of work, unnecessary work, because they now see marriage as an extreme sport. Some people will say, oh, instead of going through all that stress, I'd rather just have my peace of mind and stay on my own, judge me. That's it. Number 5 reason, trauma and faith. Many people grow up in homes where the marriage did not seem godly. It did not seem like God's love or God's promise, or it did not seem like happily ever after to them. So many people are coming from a place of trauma. They grew up seeing their parents in a marriage of endurance. It was just more of, they were just enduring each other rather than actually enjoying the marriage. And that trauma alone has made so many people to lose interest. So many people grow up seeing a lot of abuse, a lot of neglect, a lot of hypocrisy in marriage, and that alone has turned them off completely and made them feel like, if this is what marriage is about, you guys can keep it, I'm out. But let's be real here. Deep down, everybody still wants love. I'll tell you that for free. Even that person who says, oh, I don't believe in love, I don't this, I don't that, they're just saying that out of trauma. Deep down, everybody still wants to be loved. Or let's say deep down, many people still want love. They still want companionship. They want to, they want to have that person who they feel like, oh, this person is my person. This person has got my back. This person would, be my ride or die. Everybody still wants that kind of person in their corner. Everybody still wants someone that will call them, someone that will care about them and call them and be like, oh baby, have you eaten? Have you done this? Are you okay? All that checking up and all that nice stuff. All that company, someone that they feel like, oh, they can call at the end of the day and rant about their whole day, someone they can talk to, someone they can come back home to at the end of work and not just come back to an empty house with all the silence. Deep down, so many people still want that. They want all the love, they want the companionship. So now that will give you an understanding of the fact that people don't hate marriage. No, they don't hate the union. They just hate the pain that they have seen associated with the marriage. So that's where the problem is. So it is the pain that they have seen associated with marriage that they hate, not the actual marriage itself. Because there are actually some godly marriages. There are really some genuinely happy marriages. I know people who are genuinely happy in their marriage. Forget social media. This will not be, cho. This will not be just chere cambia. And this is not fake happiness of, let's just post for the gram and post it and after that we can ignore each other. No. I'm talking about people who are actually genuinely happy in their marriage. They're actually people like that. And when you see people like that, you'll be like, oh, if my marriage can be like this, then definitely I want it. So that tells you that so many people still want marriage. They just don't want the pain and the trauma that they have seen associated with marriage. The idea of marriage is beautiful. It's lovely. If you get to do marriage God's way, it is beautiful. The idea that God had in mind when he created marriage is so beautiful. But the reality is what scares people. And coming from a faith perspective, God himself designed marriage to be a partnership and not punishment. It shouldn't feel like one person is being put down, or one person is being trampled upon, or one person is being punished or slaves to the other. Far from it, that is not God's intention. Marriage is supposed to be happiness, it's supposed to be partnership, it's supposed to bring joy to both parties, bring companionship to both parties. It should be both vibes and commitments. They should be each other's best friend, they should be happy, they should be each other's ride or die, they should be committed to each other and be happy with each other. That's the actual plan. That's what it's meant to be like. But unfortunately, the situation of the world now and the kind of, terrible marriages we have seen have made people start to think otherwise. Love and accountability go hand in hand. But because a lot of us have removed the God factor from the equation, that's the reason why we now see, the terrible parts of it. Because we've removed God from the equation, we now only see the struggles and not the beauty of it. God is love. So if your marriage is full of the God kind of love and commitment, then of course it will feel blissful and not like a punishment or not like a chore. So if you take the God factor out of it, then that's when you begin to see the struggles and the pain or whatever it is that comes with the marriages we see these days, and not the actual beauty that God has created it to be. So should Gen Z and millennials cancel marriage in total from their agenda? No, not at all, if you ask me. But in order for us to get it right in marriage, we need to unlearn all the toxic patterns and toxic traits and toxic kind of marriage we've seen and relearn what a healthy marriage and healthy love should actually look like. So many people are so used to toxicity that they don't even know what real, true, healthy love should look like. People are so used to toxic relationships that they don't even know what a healthy one should look like. Some people are so scared that when they see somebody who is actually genuine and giving them the healthy and soft kind of love, they cannot even, they can't fathom it. They don't know how to receive it. It becomes strange to them. They start second guessing the person. They're like, this thing is too good to be true. No, did you be that? Some people are so scared that when they see healthy kind of love, it feels strange, it feels awkward, it feels weird, and it feels unbelievable for some people. It feels like, oh, the person is just acting up. Okay, let me just give them a bit of time. They'll still, show up their real self. They'll show their true colors soon. But that might actually be the true color that they're showing you. But you, toxicity has slapped you bass. You are so used to toxicity that you cannot even appreciate a healthy kind of love. I've heard people say weird things like, oh, if he doesn't hit you, he doesn't love you. Yeah? My dear, what kind of toxicity did you grow up in? What kind of toxicity did you see that you now believe that somebody should hit you as correction to show you that they love you? Make it make sense. So all those things are the problems that we see today. You see some people say, oh, if your wife needs to do this and that. If she's not literally slaving for you, then it is not the right way to do marriage, it's not acceptable to you because you grew up in toxic environments. You saw, a marriage of endurance rather than enjoyable marriage. You saw your mother being literally treated like a slave, and she just enduring your father in the house, enduring the marriage, because of her children and all that. That's why you think that, that's how marriage should be like. So many people have so much terrible perceptions of marriage that they would definitely end up replicating the same thing if they get into it without unlearning and relearning. So we need to prepare both emotionally, financially, and spiritually for marriage. Marriage is very important. Like the way you will pray about, going for a job, pray about different things you plan to achieve in life, you should start praying about your marriage from today. It's that important. So it's not just only preparing emotionally and preparing financially for the marriage, you need to prepare spiritually as well. So village people, they are not sleeping. And most importantly, we really need to stop romanticizing vibes without vision. Stop, romanticizing all the rubbish talk that you hear. I just want vibes, let's see how it goes. Please stop that rubbish. It's not helping matters, it's not making sense, and it's not helping the statistics, the marriage statistics. So please help us and stop that nonsense that people are learning and acquiring all over the place. And let's go and return back to our first love, which is the ideal way marriage should be. Because to be honest, vibes does not pay bills. Vibes alone does not raise godly children or good children. Vibes alone does not build legacy. Commitment does. So you need the commitment factor. Unless you're ready to be committed and intentional about building the kind of healthy, happy marriage you would like to see, then don't bother getting into it. If you're not ready to put in the work, you're not ready to do things right, you're not ready to unlearn the toxicity, and relearn good things, then please don't stress anybody. Just stay on your own. But if you're ready to put in the work for a happy marriage and you're ready to be a good partner, and not just praying for a good partner. So many people focus more on praying for a good partner than also praying to be a good partner. Because you can have a good partner, but you are the bad egg and you will not end up still spoiling it. It takes two to tango. Being a good person is not enough to have a good marriage, unfortunately. You need to also be with a good person. So today, I want you to know that while you're praying for a good partner, or you're praying to meet a good person, please also try and pray also to be the good person and work towards being the good person, because faith without work is dead. The point is, marriage is not by force. Even the Bible says not everybody will marry. Some people will remain single. It's not a problem. It's not by force. If you still don't want it, honestly, genuinely, it's not a problem. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody puts handcuff in your hand, say you must marry. Nothing like that. It's not by force. But if for any reason you choose to get married, please choose and choose well. Choose right. Choose to put in the work. Choose to be intentional about it. Choose to be intentional about making your partner happy and not scarring your partner and scarring your children that you're going to give birth to. Choose to right in all the wrongs in the toxic marriages you saw. Be intentional about it. And that's the only way to get healthy marriages and also raise children who you will be able to change the narrative to. So that's it for today on the Literal Podcast. So in the comment section, I would like to ask a few questions. I want you to drop your comments in the comment section and let me know, are you team, I don't want to marry, I just want vibes? Or are you team, me, I want marriage? Please drop your comments in the comment section and I'll be sure to respond to you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done that. And don't forget to share this video. This gist is too hot for only you to handle. So please share it around so it's gonna cool down, Share it with so many other people, because so many people need to hear this and change their narrative on what they think marriage is or what they think it should be like. So please do well to share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones. That your friend that has lost interest in marriage, that's your friend that is still interested in marriage, your friend that shouts God when, and the one that shouts, oh mommy, I don't want to, Mona carry I love go. Please share this video to each and every one of them. Until I see you same time next week. Keep loving, keep being happy, and as always, I am rooting for you. See you same time next week on the Literal Podcast. Signing out, I'm your amazing host, Oge Chinze, aka the phenomenal Oge. See you same time next week. Bye.